Hi, everyone. Welcome to workshop 2, Seen and Being Seen. And this is class 1, the creation of a 2-part workshop. And I just want to say welcome to all of you. And let's just take a slow breath and let go. So breathe in and let go. We're going to do that again. And let go of everything you had to do today to get here. And let's breathe in again. And as you exhale, feel your feet rooted to the ground. Continue to focus on your slow, deep breath. Feel your heart right here, alive in your chest. Today we step into a space of gentle becoming, a space where art is not something we do, but something that does us. Have you ever thought about that? Before we pick up a brush, I want to share a truth that changed the way I paint. And maybe it will shift something in you too. Maybe it's nothing new for you, but I want you to really think about it. I want you to really open and feel this. Art heals. It releases what words cannot. And when we paint, we give from the feelings that have been waiting a long time to be seen. Every color is a whisper of emotion. Every brushstroke is a breath of release. And sometimes what comes through us really isn't pretty. Some of us carry a lot of baggage around, but it's okay. It's okay because it's true, right? We paint what we can't seem to say. We let the paper or the canvas or the art journal hold it for us so that we can finally breathe again. So when we create from that place, from honesty, from surrender, painting becomes more than expression. It becomes a kind of prayer, a blessing spoken in color, a dialogue with the unseen. It's a way to lay our burdens down and make beauty from what once felt heavy. So as we begin, let's set a shared intention. Okay. May this be a time of release and remembrance. And may the paint carry away what no longer needs to be held. You don't need to keep it in your body anymore. Your body's done with it. So be done with it. Let go of it. And may every mark we make be a small act of love for ourselves, for our stories, for this sacred act of simply showing up. We paint for ourselves. We paint to heal ourselves, whether we are consciously aware of it or not. And simply showing up is for yourself, not for me. So let's take another breath. And as you exhale, let your body soften. That's it. Just let it soften. And let your inner critic fall silent. You are safe here. You are seen here. I see you. I see you. You know, your hands already know what to do. For me, art is a very sacred act. It's who I am. I don't look out there and paint what I see out there. I actually always paint from within. um, After a 3-year journey in 2019, I became certified as a intentional creativity color of woman teacher, art instructor. And it was perfect because we had the pandemic come and the shutdown. And of course, everything went on to Zoom. And so my first few years of being an artist retreat, because that's how I looked at the shutdown time, I was at an artist retreat. I got to share my intentional creativity process with the students who came to me at that time. It's really lovely. It's really lovely. And we carry who we are and who, you know, we become evolved. And here we are today. Hands-on painters, opening to the concept of how to maybe merge in some AI. So I just want to take a moment to explain this two-part setup. We're doing hands-on painting. That's first and foremost what this class is about. Sharing mixed media hands-on art with you, because that's what I am. That's my go-to. Every day at some point, I'm standing at that table back there, painting, creating. I come to the computer as an afterthought almost. And I've been experimenting and exploring the concept of working with AI as a tool for my artistry. Now I have a relationship developed with AI for my writing. And that was crucial because my voice is understood, how my rhythm is understood, all of that stuff we talk about in the writing with AI classes. So diving into how to use AI or how can we use AI has been very fun. And today I'm going to show you part one, the first part of how I've come across a cool way to use AI imagery, which will be the second part of today, the demo part. So I just want to share something with you. It's always a journey. And even though today I'm demonstrating a practice of art that I've been doing for, oh gosh, probably maybe 15 years, I'm sharing something for the very first time with other artists that involve AI imagery. So it's exciting for me too today. All right, so before we begin painting, let's take a moment to name what brought us here today. Now, there's always a reason our souls show up at the page, always. Sometimes we know it clearly, and sometimes we only feel its whisper. So close your eyes for just a moment. Take a slow inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Ask yourself quietly, what do I need to release today? Let it come in. Maybe it's a word, maybe it's a color, a symbol, maybe it's a full thought, full sentence. It comes instantly. What do I need to release today? You don't have to think about it. It just pops up. So just acknowledge that. You're releasing it, so don't hold on to it. And now let's breathe in through our nose and exhale through your mouth. And ask yourself quietly. What am I ready to receive? And again, let it come in. It comes in pretty quick. For me, it's just a word. Boom, pops right in. That you want to embrace. Maybe your intention is going to be about healing. Maybe it's courage. Maybe it's simple joy. Or the willingness to create without judgment. That's a big one, without judgment. Whatever it is, hold it softly. Hold it softly. Don't demand clarity. You don't need to know the outcome right now. You don't even need to envision how you see this painting that you're creating, whether it's in an art journal, which I'll be demonstrating in, or on a sheet of paper, or on a small canvas. You don't need to know the outcome. It's a journey. We're just going to allow it to rise like color through water. Okay, now place your hands lightly over your heart or on your paintbrush, whatever you would choose, and whisper your intention to your muse, to your higher self, to your sacred self, to the substrate before you. May this place hold what I cannot say. May it become a space of truth, a space of truth, a space of truth, release and renewal. And with that breath, we begin. So a few things to share before we begin our painting time. I want you to begin to realize that you're moving with the muse. You're kind of shifting your energy. You're stepping into the intuitive mind. The artist self is embracing and surrounding you. And your intention is beginning to move. There's movement around you. So look at your paints. Look at your pages, your brushes. Look at whatever you've gathered and choose one color that calls to you. Well, don't overthink it. Just let your body choose. Just reach out before your mind decides and choose a color, choose a paint. We're not starting with a plan. Remember, we're starting with a feeling. And let your brush be a bridge between what's inside of you and what wants to be seen. And as you begin laying down color, think of the first layer as a conversation, not a composition. There's no right or wrong way, no ahead or behind, only now, only right now. And let your brush dance. Let your fingers dance. Let the paint move freely. You might blend, you might splash, whether you use a brush or even your fingers. If your hands get messy, that's good. That's life saying, I'm here with you. Now, I invite you to remember this. Paint expresses what words cannot. Texture gives emotion a place to land. Movement helps the spirit breathe. So let your intention guide your color. If you're seeking calm, let your strokes flow. If you're releasing something, let them be wild and uncontained. This first part is for releasing, getting what's been held inside, outside. And the page can hold it for you. The canvas can hold it for you. And as you paint, try whispering this to yourself. I release what no longer serves me. I release what no longer serves me. I trust the color to carry it away. I trust the color to carry it away. If emotions rise, let them. Okay. Tears are part of a painting too. So is laughter. So is silence. You don't need to explain what you're creating. You only need to feel it. Trust that your muse is watching, smiling, and guiding your hand with every mark. Okay. Are you feeling ready? All right. Me too. So I'm going to pause right here and I'm going to go over to my workspace and do the demonstration there. So I'll be switching cameras. All right. Okay. So here I am and I'm doing my stuff. So I pull out just paints, and then I have all the rest of my paints over there on the wall and in a cart. But I like to start with a few of the colors. So I'm just giving you how I set up, because everybody's different, but I know sometimes we like to know, how do you set up? How do you do it? And then I always pull out a tray. So this tray is filled with different, my ephemera, the stuff that I might pull in on my landscape, my foundation, my background. And this is an accumulation of the whole year. So by the end of the year, it's filled with stuff. And then I get rid of it all because I try not to work with the same stuff in the following year so that it's fresh and I'm interested in it. Okay. So this is an art journal. I'll just show it real quick. It's a handmade art journal. I make simple art journals like this, and then I also make big elaborate journals where we stitch them. This is just a basic stitch one. It's how I make them usually to go to art journaling magazine, because they don't like the big ones. They like simple. For those of you who aren't aware, I'm published quite often in Art Journaling magazine. I'm kind of one of their regulars. So I'll be in the winter issue when it comes out. My For Now art journal, which is also a book, is in there. I'm a protector. I'm sorry, because I splash paint, and so I work with wax paper. I also don't believe in having to clean everything when I paint, so I use it until I just can't use it anymore. Okay. I'm not going to put music on. Is that okay? Because I'd have to cut it out anyways because of all the copyright laws on YouTube.
No worries.
Okay. Let me turn this volume up because I could hear you. Okay, say something again.
Hello.
Oh, I hear you.
Check.
Yep, everything's good. Okay, I'm going to put on a timer for 20 minutes, assess, and if we want more, I'll put it on up for more. All right, here we go. So I'm going to start with my intention, right? And just so you know, when I work with ephemera, I put it in at least 2 places. So in mixed media, I'm sure if you're familiar with mixed media, you know that all I'm doing is layer 1. Layer 1 is actually the journal writing. So technically this is layer 2. So we work in layers, right? And some of this will see it, some of it will get completely covered up. I don't know. I don't know. I'm having to buy more paint. And I work with Golden and Liquid Tex and Amsterdam most of the time. Those are my go-tos. I have painted with palette knives in the past, but normally I either use my fingers or a brush. But since I had to use a palette knife to get this paint out, I figured, no, why not go with the flow and just use it to paint with, to spread the color. Okay, I love ochre, but I have to be honest, every time I paint with it, I think of baby poop.
Well, thanks. Now I'll never get that out of my head.
I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. It's too funny. All I'm doing is picking up excess paint um, because we're painting together and if you're watching this at some point, I don't want to take the time to blow dry it or, we don't have the time to let it just lay. And I'm already getting layered. And acrylics dry so fast that by the time you kind of blotch it like that, you don't have to worry about it spreading too much and mixing with the other paint you're going to add on. So in my personal opinion, it's the landscape, the foundation, the background, that's the most important. I can't decide if I want to bring in one of these. Oh no, should I take a vote? Who wants this color? Who wants this color?
They're both beautiful.
I always like teal
Green.
or
Yeah, the
aqua.
teal is pretty.
Teal. Let's go with a dash of teal in here. See, this will be our painting. I'll spread this in just a sec.
Very pretty.
It is, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, beautiful.
I just love teal.
So maybe a little right there, but not too much. And I think I have to put some of the parchment on top of it because now it's too much. You see how it's too much? I feel it's too much. Okay. Okay, so for me, see, these layers are done. So now I might begin to add a few more. Let me do a quick time check. Oh, we're down to 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Okay, um, so I'll put another little layer of ephemera that'll get covered up again. I love this. See, I love these. I might bring those in because I always bring flowers in because why? Stop and smell the roses. See, normally I wouldn't put this layer down until this is all dry. But for our sake of our time together, I'm going to go ahead and add this because if you layer too much in mixed media with underlayers not being ready to receive on top of them, then things start to wrinkle and buckle really badly. But I'll put a couple of items down. See, it really wants to wrinkle right in there. But I think that'll look good right there. Um, See, that's a cool, I don't know if you can see it, but right here is an envelope. I don't know if you can see that. It's an envelope. So I have this cool handwriting. So it kind of ties it in with the envelope just a little bit. And once it's completely dry, I'll trim that even with the page, you know. So. Oh, is that my timer? My timer's going off. Okay, so we've come to the end of this session. So let me wipe my hands and come back over here.
Okay, can you hear me? You can hear me now? Okay. Okay,
I can hear you.
good. Okay, let me do a quick chat. There's some comments in the,
So I hear double of you.
you hear double of me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because I need to mute my, let me mute my. Let me mute this right here. Okay, now, just a second. How about now? Yeah. Okay,
That's better.
okay, so, but, hi, Angela, welcome. Okay, so here we are. So you've been painting and you're taking a break, you're stepping back from it, you're breathing, you're looking at what's on your page or your canvas, even if it's just for a moment, you know. When you gaze at your work, even a foundation, even a landscape like what we just worked on, it's okay to soften your eyes and take it in, because all you've done is released and set the intention for what you want to receive. So at this point, I don't even have a design in mind. I won't for a while, because I'll probably go back and I'll probably put another entire layer on some more ephemera, some more paint, and then I'll let it all dry. So, and I leave things to dry for a couple of days so that there's no stick to it, and before I go on. And I start auditioning ideas in my head, just ideas and other texture pages. And at this point, I start to pull in, when I got the foundation, the landscape done, I start to audition which texture pages of mine that I've created do I want to pull in, if any. And I just lay the cloud around it. And sometimes I use all of them and sometimes none of them. And that you'll see, because I will be recording when I go back and work on it again. It will be outside of this replay, but when I work on it in the next 2 weeks, I will do a recording of that work session so that you see me progressing on the piece, if you're interested in seeing that. If you're not, you just don't watch it. Okay, so.
Can I ask a question though?
Oh,
So-
absolutely.
Did you say you like keep a whole bunch of the stuff to put down and then you get rid of it every year? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I pretty
And
much do.
And when do you like tear up magazines and different things? When do you
I
do that?
don't use magazines anymore. I haven't used magazines for quite a while. Yeah.
So where did you get your ephemera? Where did that come from?
A lot of my ephemera is handmade. It's from, well, we're going to be talking about that now.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
So no, it's good. It's a perfect lead in. It's a perfect lead in. Because I'm a firm believer, well, ephemera, for example, sheet music, texture paper that has writing on it, that kind of stuff, you can find it anywhere. Dictionary pages, I have an old dictionary I just rip pages out of. Sometimes I hunt for a word because I want that word, you know. So those are the kinds of ephemeras that I use. Maps, like the rest of us. I have map books that I no longer use because they're outdated. I've got some notes here because this is a new teaching for me. This part is a new teaching for me. But what I want to finish saying is, so I know that I'm done for the most part, I'm halfway done with it, and I still have another layer I'm going to put on, and then I'll start creating what it's going to be about. So in the next workspace, I will be really thinking about receiving the guidance. I let it come in for what I want the imagery to be. If I'm going to paint a person, if I'm going to piecemeal it with paper together, however it's going to be. I always use images, faces, bodies in my work. And so that's what I begin to focus on. And I don't put any of that down until my landscape is 100% done. So we all have our own ways of working, but to me, again, the background, the foundation, the landscape is the most important part, because once you start putting your focal points on, the foundation, that background is supporting it, and you don't keep messing with it. It's like over editing your books. When do you stop editing? It's the same thing with art, because seriously, you can do a complete piece and then you'll go, oh gosh, I got to change all of that. But it's like, you got to stop sometime. Okay, so here's what we're doing. You assess what you've got. You assess what your goal is. Your goal is to finish. That's all, just to, over the next 2 weeks, to finish it. Now, unless you choose to show it at our December 3rd, I don't want you to worry about it. I do not want you to worry about it. All right. I just put a new inspiration insight into our premium membership, which you all are. Go in and read that, because it's now, those insights are now for your level of working. Go in and read it. It's about the critic. It's about the inner critic. It's about ripping yourself apart as you create. And you're not going to do that anymore. Not here with me. Okay? All right. Remember, you have 2 weeks to finish this piece. And if you don't get it done, it's okay too. Don't freak out about it. All right. So, all of you are interested in learning this. So what I'm going to be showing you is how, I guess I should bring my desktop open, my screen share. I should screen share that now. So let me open it. I think I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate with, everybody has Gemini, right? I'm going to demonstrate with that. So give me just a moment. Okay. So this is something pretty fun about working with your backgrounds. This is background only. We're only worrying about background. We're only focused on background and how to utilize that background in ways that maybe you hadn't thought of utilizing before. And I would say that background I just did isn't 100% complete yet. I'm opening up a file. But what it is going to give us is enough. It would be enough for me to take it and work with it. Mixed media prompts. So is this the one I want? No, not this one. Hold on. Oh, wrong thing. Okay, here we go. So what I've done is I'm showing you, and I've got a prompt that I'll give you, where you take a photo of your background, or you can describe it. But what I have found, and I'm going to do it right now, what I've begun to play with, what I have found is that you take a photo of your background. Right? You know your background, your landscape is done. All right. And you take it and you take a picture of it and you pop it in. And all you say is create a prompt for this background. Create a prompt for this background. Okay. And then it describes it. And then you take that prompt and you pop it in, and it's going to generate another background for you. Hold on, let me get there. Let's see if it'll do it. This is this. Okay, let's see if it does it. It's been popping in that ugly one with the yellow thing in it. Takes a minute. Here's the image generated from the prompt you provided. Okay, so see, it did it in its own way. And of course, each image AI does it in its own way. But if you go back and you look at my painting, my background, it has the influence of it. That's the original photo, painted by a 3-year-old, by the way. Pretty cool looking, huh? And that's the generated background. So then you can print that out. If you print it on heavier stock paper, not cardstock, and not don't print it out on watercolor paper, because you can get watercolor paper now. Don't print it on that. Just the heavy, like a 90 or something like that, or 120. Heavy duty paper, you print that out, you don't use it right away because you want all that ink to dry, and then you tear it up and it becomes texture paper that you work with. Okay, here's another one. Please turn this background. Let me pull it up. Please turn, this is something like what I just did, right? Please turn this background into a prompt for mixed media. Okay, I've been working with it too long because it's free, right? So it's hard to just show me the same image over. Like, wait, what are we doing? Then I pop it in. Let's see what kind of image it made. Okay, it's not great, but you know what? For a texture paper, it's pretty awesome. Nobody in the world has this exact same texture paper. Nobody else in the world. And you can tell, I mean, it's a 2-page spread. It doesn't look like the original, but does it have to look like the original? No, because you're creating a texture page.
Question.
Yes.
What are you using, a regular ink printer, or are you using a laser printer?
Oh no, I just use an inkjet. I work on a Canon.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to print this out for you right now and then show you what happens. Oh, that's what we were in. Okay, so I want to show you, oh no, here they are. These are all the ones I did. I took like 10 backgrounds. So I'm going to show you, I want to show you how cool they come out. They really come out cool. And I just took it with my iPhone, right? I just took a picture with my iPhone of it. Okay, so in the beginning, I said, I want to do backgrounds. I want to, I want you, can you help me create a prompt, right? And I said, we have a challenge. We're going to create some prompts. I was asked some questions, and I'll pop this into a Google document so that you can refer to it. And so it was asking me questions. You need to have this information, your description for me. And then it drafted a prompt for me. And this is off just my head, just how I would do it hands-on. And it actually created this for me. And I was like, yeah, I don't like it, but it could still be used as a texture page, ripped up in parts, because in texture pages, that's exactly what you do. You rip them up into pieces like you saw me do at the very beginning when I gelled them down and then painted over parts of them and blended them in. So I was like, I don't like this. Can you take away the flowers, all the pressed flowers? It gave me this, but you left some pressed flowers. It's saying, okay, well, it's telling me, it's educating me. Well, this, you got to really be redundant and emphatic, no flowers, whatever. And then it did this, and I'm like, get rid of that frame. I don't want a frame, Anyways, I started working with it, but it was too much time. And I realized, wait a minute, creating a prompt for a background with my own description, it's not giving what I want. It's not generating. It's okay. I maybe could use it, but I don't like it. That's when I went, all right, look at here. And I posted this. I said, here's a background. Write me a prompt for that background. Oh yeah, I can do that. Here's your mixed media spread. And it gave me the prompt. Right? And did I do it? I didn't do it in this. I think I did it in another one. Let's see if it'll give it to us. And what I got from it was pretty cool. Okay, it's generating. But the whole idea to creating your own texture pages, whether you do it by hand and create them, which I have a whole drawer full of texture pages that I painted, and then I rip them up. After they dry, I put them into my drawer and I rip them into quarters, because otherwise you think, oh, I can't rip that. It's too precious. We get really, I'm sorry for this unexpected and presidential technical barrier. What's going on with our internet, everyone? This is above and beyond just Mercury retrograde. Okay.
I don't know. I was trying to pay a credit card bill and the Citibank was down.
Yes, exactly. Things are down. All right, let me keep showing you.
Kisma.
Yes.
Cloudflare went down completely yesterday for several hours, and I suspect we're still feeling that. So
I don't know what Cloudflare is or how much it affects everybody. So,
everyone, it's like one of the backbones of the internet.
okay.
So whole portions of the internet were down. I mean, it's insidious. So that may be what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm bringing up another picture because I want to show you the originals. This is off of a picture prompt. Let me see if I have it. I'm not prepared. I didn't prepare very well for this. Let me see if I've got the actual picture. Let me go into this. I think you're understanding what I'm saying, though, about how because you're going to make your own, you're going to paint. If you're a hands-on artist, you're going to paint your own backgrounds, your foundations. You're just going to do that because that's the nature of it. But if you're mixed media and you're going to pull in ephemera, then you definitely want to use your own. I'm coming back to you for a moment. You're going to use your own because that's what makes it uniquely yours, and it doesn't look like everybody else's stuff. Doesn't look like everybody else's stuff. I'm going to prove a point to you. I'm going to go over and take a picture of that. All right, and then we will turn it into a prompt. I'm turning off the camera. I mean this video, just so you know. I'm leaving the Zoom on this. Now, if you're doing a full-on digital piece, then you can do that. You can take an image from a picture that you something that you've already done, pop it in, and it's still going to come out different than what you've done originally with it. There's going to be a shadow. Okay. And you can start off with your own backgrounds, re-prompted, re-imaged, and see what you get. Okay, so just a second. Let me pull up my. Is everybody following what I'm saying on this? Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It is very cool.
It is very cool. Okay, so I'm going to share my desktop. You're going to see my desktop. It's going to be pretty messy because I got a bunch of crap out. This I want. So this is just a way. What I'm sharing is just a way to show how you can take hands-on art. So this is one of my backgrounds. Okay, I'm just going to show you a few backgrounds, then we're going to go back into the Gemini, and I'm going to show you how it recalibrated them, how it created a prompt for me after sharing it. Okay, these are all backgrounds that I've photographed and had. And backgrounds can be, you know, any and everything that isn't finished. It's the background. There's the one you just saw. That's Sloanie's. That one didn't translate very well, unfortunately. I'm going to be showing you this one in a minute, and this one in a minute, and this one in a minute. These are all just pictures of my, I have more, but I'm just kind of giving you, you know, a photograph of my backgrounds. And how when you start working with them, how the prompt, oops, that's not a background. That's not a background. How the prompt is going to change it as you regenerate it. Okay, now let me share my Chrome Gemini again. Right there, that's one of the ones I showed you. It's changed. You can see how it changed it up. Okay, there's that one. See how it changed one of them up? I showed you that picture. So it does change them up in a way. There's the one I showed you. It's doing a prompt, doing the prompt. You grab the prompt and you pop it in. That's how it changed it up. It's still really cool. It doesn't look like the original, but it's still pretty darn cool looking as either a background that I'm going to print out and gel into or on another substrate. And then I could continue building off of that. Or if I'm doing a digital image, if I'm going to work digitally, I pull that in as my background, as my first layer. Now, Angela, you're the pro when it comes to digitals, right?
I'm a pro of using clip art.
Okay, but this is no different. Think of this as no different than clip art. It's just that you're putting it down as an entire background.
Right.
You know, this, okay, let me see. I must have it somewhere else. Let me see. Could go art journal, mixed media. Okay, well, we got that one from Sloanie. We got that one.
Hey, I gotta go. This is really cool, but I gotta go. I got a physical therapy, so
Have fun.
I'll watch the
Yeah, watch the rest of this because it's look at, I gotta show
yeah,
everybody this because she's so damn cute. This is my
she's
little
very
Sloanie.
cute.
That's my little Sloanie right there.
All right, I'll see.
Bye. All right. Let me look and see if I've got more in here. Oh, here we go, right here. These are based off of images of my backdrop, taking the Gemini prompts that were created and popping them into here. And it's giving me mixed media texture pages. I would use these as texture pages, meaning I would rip them up and gel them down as I'm creating my background. Nobody else in the world will have it. It will be very unique to my art, and it is my art. And I can claim even if I used AI in my hands-on creation, I can claim that I made it all. All I did was use AI to generate a prompt off of a finished background. And I looked at how it generated the prompt, or how it re-imaged it. And I have here's that one with, all the lines. It's pretty cool when you think about it. So now I printed out, I've started printing out. I think this is exciting for us because it gives us a whole new opportunity at working and going into uniqueness. And for me, that's what it's all about. AI is a tool for us, right? AI is a tool for us. It hasn't come through yet. Okay.
Yeah, I love this concept because I make jelly prints and you can't make another one to
No, you
match it.
cannot. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
this will keep some cohesion to it. So this is awesome.
Oh, it totally does. I have a whole art journal that's jelly prints. Come on, come out, come out. All right, let me send it like I'm sending an email. It does. It is so cool. And it gives us a whole nother way of operating with regards to our creativity. And what I have not yet done is I'm just sending this as an email. What I haven't done yet is to print out one of my re-imaged backgrounds and gel it down as a full image in an art journal, but I'm going to. In fact, I'll probably pick one and have it done for next session to show how easy it is to work off of that. Okay, let me just send this. Hold on. And using magazines to rip out, using any images that we find off of Google searches, using anybody else's texture pages is so unnecessary. And I guarantee that if you use it, somebody else is using it in their art. Somebody else is. And I think we all like being original. But in fact, what I'm inviting you to do, here it is when you're done with your background, take a photo of it, get it in your computer, however you need to, right? Okay, let me desk share now. And make a background. A re-imaged background. Okay, so here we are. So all I'm going to say to it, it's as simple as this. It's as simple as, please turn this background into a prompt. Please turn this background into a prompt. And here's what I just did today. Here's the photo I just took today. And this is what it gave me. It's showing me that. See, it's in a glitch right now. So we're going to take that. And we're going to go to a different. Let's go to Leonardo. See what it does. I don't know Leonardo either. So it takes me a minute. I'm generate. There we go. I just want an image. All right, so now I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to paste it in. And now I'm going to generate it. Hopefully it won't tell me I can't because I don't have enough credit. Oh, see, that's pretty cool looking. That's pretty cool looking. It's a whole nother slant It's a whole nother slant of what I did, what I painted over there. But I like it. I absolutely like it. And I would use that as texture pages. See, that's what it just generated off of, that background.
I like that.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's very,
Mhm.
very simple. You can either use it as a background that you print out and gel into onto your substrate as a digital print to build off of if you're a digital artist, or to print out as your own personal stash of texture pages that, yes, then you start ripping them up and gelling them down as you're creating your background, your foundation, your landscape. And just think of it this way. You have used your paints. Those are the colors you paint with. So it's going to, those images are going to, as you begin to create another hands-on, it's going to be the palette you work with. It's not going to be like, oh, I don't know, that has chartreuse in it. I'm going to have to rip that little chartreuse piece out of, to make it work. That's gone, So let me bring us to questions on that.
I really appreciate what you've shared today. And I will be experimenting. You've made me feel really comfortable using AI and telling the critics, come paint with me and I'll show you how I do it.
Well, be very specific in your direction. It's the simple,
Right.
please create a prompt off of this
Right.
background and it will do it. But if you get all gibberish with it, Bonnie,
Right.
you're not going to get the image prompt that you're hoping to get.
Right. But that's why I'm here listening to what you're teaching me. And thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Yeah. Sometimes you have to be very direct with your description to get a prompt. So, and I learned, you saw what I went through. I was describing it all as if I was painting it and telling it what to do. And it gave me something, but it wasn't for me good enough. It wasn't good enough. And then it was like, I'm just gonna, because my mind is so thinking in AI process now. It's like I'm pulling that image in and telling it, make me a prompt off of this background.
Right.
And it did. And that little simple prompt worked miracles, I think, in getting a prompt and then re-imaging it. So yeah.
But it's my work, and that's the deciding factor.
That's right. You're generating that AI image off of an image of a hands-on creation that you made. And it's re-imaging it and it's bringing out something new, but it's your work.
Right. And I can do the same for my photography.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yeah. So just some food for thought there. So play with your background. Once you're done with it, photo it, get the prompt, and then re-image it in several different AI imaging to see the variation and how that background comes out. Because of course, every AI image system you take that prompt to is going to give it to you differently. And so out of one photograph of your real hands-on art, you could get up to, 10 re-imaged texture pages to work with.
Right.
You're going to have a drawer. I have a drawer now that's filled with my pages.
Definitely. This was a very good class. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Okay, so in closing, because we've come to the end of our time now, I'm inviting everybody to just take a last breath together. There's some excitement. I can feel it. We've got some new things to play with. That's always exciting as an artist, especially when you bring it on home, and it's your own stuff. And it just opens the door for us. And just remember, when you've decided your background that you started for, because you need to have a finished piece that you create, that's all hands on. No, do not use any AI images in it. This is your own skill, your own creation. I can't stress that enough. Okay. Because we're going to take, in part 2, we're going to take one of your finished pieces that you created, and we're going to work with, and we're going to do some magic on it. But if you already have a bunch of AI images in it, it's not going to do magic, because it's already got AI stuff in it, maybe too much in it. Okay, so finish this one.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So the sheets that we tear up to put in our background, they can't be
The
AI
texture
generated?
pages.
Yeah, the tear pages.
What do you mean?
So you know how, like you said, make your own
Background image?
background image that you can tear up and place down for your background.
Yeah, in a future piece. Yeah. So for this 2-part class, do everything from start to finish as you would normally paint. So if you create new texture pages off photos of that background, don't bring them in. Don't bring them into that. Save them for a new piece you do. Just do your painting and finish how you would want that painting. So without any regard to this class, just paint hands-on and do something from start to finish. So you saw me do a mixed media where I used ephemeral, what's called ephemera, and I did use texture pages in the way we always do, but they're also based on other printed stuff, right? Like writing and stuff like that, which, when you rewatch it, you're making a background and then you're finishing it with however you want it to look. If that means drawing on it, if that means painting on it, however you would finish a piece of art. Now, if you've never done a piece of art, then what you'll be doing in class 2, in part 2, is you'll be watching my demo then, and then you would have the full process to then begin working with. If you have a finished piece, or if you can in the next 2 weeks, make a finished piece of, art journal spread the way you always have done it. The way you've always done it, without any of the AI stuff in it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Just how you would normally, old-fashioned way, create your art. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So today we looked at taking your hands-on backgrounds, photographing them and prompting them and re-imaging them to use as texture pages for other pieces of art, or experimenting and printing one out and gluing it, gelling it into your art journal or on a substrate and using that as your actual background.
Okay.
But who didn't create today? Okay, so you're going to be doing that over the next 2 weeks. Yeah. So you still have to do your background, and then you have to, yeah. So you do art journaling, right? Yeah. So just do an art journal page.
Okay.
The way
Yeah, I have to do mine so like early in the morning, because
yeah.
by this time of day, my brain is like in other mode.
Yeah, exactly. And the idea for that is do it the way you always have done your art journal spreads. So
Okay.
don't pull in this new art AI process that we worked with today.
Okay.
Save that for the next round. Do you see what I'm saying? Just
Okay.
do it the way you would do it.
So
And
just to clear, we're going to do the background and then we're going to finish with whatever our focal point is.
yep, you're going to create a piece of art the way you would. And
All
you're
right.
going to bring that piece of finished art to the December 3rd class.
Okay.
Okay. But before you finish it, do take a picture of your background so you can make a prompt and get some texture pages created for another use. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I used to take pictures of my background and then print them off
Mhm.
to continue working my background. So, or, bringing in elements.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll be cool. All right. So in 2 weeks, bring a finished piece of art that you've made. It can be something you've made in the past too. It doesn't have to be something you create. We just have 2 weeks. Because I doing the demonstration, I know that I'll need about 2 weeks to finish it, and with Thanksgiving and everything coming up next week.
Yeah.
So yeah, holidays, got to do holiday breaks. And yeah. And then we do part two. Part two's fun too. You're going to like part two. If you liked today, you're going to really like part two. So, and no, it's not putting your image in and regenerating it, although that's a thought to play with. But no, it's not that. It's not that. Okay, so have fun creating. Have fun creating a piece of art. If you don't have time to do a new piece, select an older piece that you already have done.
I
Okay.
have one question. I've never done an art journal, so I'm kind of lost on what you mean by
No,
that.
there's no reason to be lost, because at the beginning I said you're either working in an art journal or on a piece of paper or on a
Oh, okay.
small canvas. So there's
So I
not to
just
be
did this
lost.
so far.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
That
All
works.
right.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Everybody works on different substrates. I'm an art journaler and a canvas painter, but my canvas sizes are way too big for this. So.
Well, I hear an opportunity for you to teach the 12 petals thing again, because you taught us how to do art journals.
Yes, it's one of the premium offers that's coming in for 2026. Yeah, that and the For Now.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And that won't be live. That'll be based on pre-recorded videos, replays. So yeah, since it's already
Thank
done.
you.
You're welcome. All right, so here's what I would like to leave you with. You ready? I am an artist. Come on, say it with me. I am an artist.
I'm an artist.
I am an artist.
Woo! And place your hand over your heart if you feel comfortable with it, and just whisper thank you. Thank you to yourself for what has been seen from inside, what you have released today, for what is still becoming. I mean, I look at art as a real sacred act. It is not mundane for me, and it is definitely not disconnected from me. It's something that is very, very important to me. Know that your muse, your inner artist, has heard you, and she will keep working with you and keep guiding you, right? The more we work with our inner muse, the more we're guided by her creatively. And even after the paint has dried, you're going to take a final look at your page, right? And you're going to note, or your canvas, you're going to notice where the light touches it. Okay. If you have no light in your piece of art, bring in, even if it's just a dash of light somewhere. And that's very simple to do. If it's dark, you're bringing in a little bit of scraped white, or you're taking a white Pashka pen or white paint pen and bringing in a little slice of white There's several different ways I can show you. I can demonstrate that next time. But you always want to bring in light into your painting, not just have it fully dark. That's important. You don't want a dark portal because paintings become portals. Okay. And may your piece really remind you that art is not separate from your life, right? It's a presence in your life. So here's the closing affirmation, because I always have affirmations. I create with presence. I trust what flows through me. My art is a reflection of my becoming. Okay, and that'll be in the classroom with the replay. And I just want to say thank you for sharing your time, your energy, and your courage to create today. And when you're ready, for those of you who were painting, clean your brushes, stretch your hands, and let gratitude really settle the light across your heart. Always, always, always. And this is where our co-creation ends today, and a reflection for you begins. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kisma.
You're very welcome.
Bye-bye.
Have fun out among the English. Oh, I hope nobody's English here. But that's you know, as Irish, that was a running practical joke. Be careful out among the English.
Out English. Thanks, hon.
Bye. Bye, everyone. It was good to see you, Angela.
Glad you were here, Angela.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.